What's your name?
My name is Lynn Olps.
Miss Lynn Olps. All right. So, what jobs do you have right now? Like, as credentials right now?
Well, where am I working? I
Yeah.
work as a full-time school teacher in Poway Unified School District at Rancho Bernardo High School. And I also work at our company. We own two franchises, one in Escondido and one in Carlsbad. It's a staffing company. We find jobs for people. So I work there after school, during all the Christmas and spring breaks, and during summer.
So, as far as like advice for if you're going to go to an interview, how would you dress?
How would you dress? Well, it's going to depend on the type of interview that you're going to have. Okay, if you're going to look for an industrial position, you definitely want to be nice and clean. Okay, that's one of the big things. If you're going to go for an administrative position, an office position, then men should wear their suits, their ties, shirts should be ironed. Black shoes, I would advise. Make sure that your socks for guys are dark. Never, ever, ever wear white socks with a suit. For women, they should wear suits or a very, very nice dress. Certainly not an evening dress, not an evening gown. I've seen people come to interviews in an evening gown, and that's just ridiculous. Make sure that women have heels on. A lot depends on what part of the country you're from. If you're going back to the Midwest, women are expected to wear nylons. They're expected to wear a dress suit to work into an interview.
So, for an interview, what are some common mistakes made?
Common mistakes. First big mistake is when someone comes to get you for the interview, you have a wimpy handshake. I call it a fish handshake, the cold, wet fish, and they don't look you in the eye. It's important to reach out and extend your arm and have a good, solid handshake. So
Not
with
too-
guys,
yeah, not too hard. Yeah.
don't bring the lady down to her knees, or she'll never forgive you. I'm reading you right from the start. I can tell. I'm judging your character. You have 20 seconds or less to make an impression on me in that handshake and that eye contact. Very, very important.
So, for an interview or for a job in general, what should you not do at all? Like big no-nos.
Oh, big no-nos are, can I charge my cell phone while I'm here in the interview? That's a big no-no. Another no-no is taking your cell phone calls while you're in that interview. The interview is solid connection between you and the interviewee. Nothing should interrupt it, okay? Your cell phone is turned on off while you are in that interview. Another big no-no is when at the end, the interviewer should say, do you have any questions that you'd like to ask? And first thing you should not do is say, nope, I don't, thank you very much. Second thing you should not do is say, well, how much are you going to pay me? Okay. What you should do is before the interview, you should research the company. Go on the web, look at its website. Make sure you understand what this job is about. Make sure while they are interviewing you that you are asking questions. What's the job about? What will I be doing? What's expected of me? For our company, for instance, is this going to be a long-term placement? Is this going to be a short-term placement? What does your company do for me? Okay? You should also find out, let's say if you're going to, it depends on if you're asking about a staffing company or if you're going directly into interview with the HR department of a company, some of the questions that you ask, okay? So you just need to make sure that you're prepared, you know about that company, you know about the job, you know what's expected of you. What are other no-nos? Never arrive late to the interview. Never arrive late to your first day on the job. You arrive late to your first day on the job, you're gone. We have that happen with people all the time. The company will call us and say, Joe arrived 5 minutes late. Find us somebody else. And we do, and Joe loses that, and we will not place Joe in another job. Okay? Don't come late to the interview. If anything, you should be 15 minutes early. Plan ahead. Do you really know where where the job is going to be. Plan that out. Not everybody has a GPS that's going to get them there. Plan your questions. Plan your answers. If I were to ask you in an interview, I'm kind of going on and on, aren't I? If I were to ask
fine.
you in an interview, what are your strengths? You don't want to just sit there and go, I never thought about it. You want to have that planned out. These are my strengths. I'm organized. I'm a team player. I've done this. I've done that. If I were to ask you, why should I hire you? What makes you be the one I should hire? Are you ready with that answer? Okay. So you need to be prepared when you go into an interview. You research the questions. Go onto a website. Say and query, what are some of the questions that I might be asked during an interview? Be prepared.
Be prepared.
Be prepared. Do your research. Do your homework before you arrive on that job. Another tip is you're getting to the end of the interview, and the person is the interviewer is wrapping up the interview, and you can ask, when are you intending to hire someone for this position? It doesn't hurt to ask that. And then what you want to make sure that you do is, do you have a calling card that I can get from you, a business card? When you leave that interview, you go to a computer and you send an email that says, thank you for interviewing me. I appreciated you taking the time. I want to remind you that these are the job skills that I have that would fit your position perfectly. That's one of the best things you can do. When you finish that interview, you look that person in the eye again, you have a good handshake, and you thank them for taking their time. And you look forward to hearing back from them. And oh, by the way, would you mind if I contact you to see what the status of this job is? Okay.
That's it?
Yep.
All right. Thank you.
Did I ramble on long enough for you?
No, you did fine.
Okay.